Good evening! Welcome back to another episode, Binding the Isaac. You know the drill, let's get right into it. First, I'd like to check out the things we accomplished over the last couple of episodes, the last couple of occurrences. First thing that happened, I actually managed to beat the damn mom. Mother is in graves, and I unlocked the to-do list, the challenge list apparently, which has a number of different things. I'm not really going to do any of them right now because I think they'll live up to their name. I think they're not really gonna be what I'm looking for just this second. Now, stats wise, yes, 5 deaths, one win. It's the best streak that has occurred thus far. Number of items still quite in the lower register, but items acquired nonetheless. Good things all around. Ending secrets. Who bloody cares? Yeah, okay, well, perhaps just a slight amount of caring is necessary. A cube of meat. A ball of bandages. That was not there the last time I played the original game. That is to say, the Binding of Isaac. Full stop. Alright, let's try this. Daily challenge? No, not yet. Let's just get into it. This time I'm gonna go with my boy Cain. Right, let's see how this will go. Burning basement, obviously. Who would have expected otherwise? Burning basement still, as I expected, is the cellar equivalent to to the original. So that's pretty decent. In this instance, it makes quite good sense that these enemies are being blown apart by tears, as they are partly materialized in fire. Justice card, very decent, not something I need just this moment. So I have a key. Inherently, Cain, as far as I remember, he's the lucky guy of the bunch.
You know him well. He's finally back.
She killed his brother during times of duress. That wasn't very good. I think we can all agree on that. And he got, well, I don't exactly know where the lack of the eye patch comes from. In that, Jesus, alright, this early in the game, really? Okay, well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Yes, I act, well, it seems as I just did. That was a mistake. Let's see here. So, yeah, as I mentioned, I'm not quite sure where the Cain's luck comes from, so maybe it's just the principle that he is an opportunist, and obviously, an opportunist and a person deeply affected and compromised by his emotional status, and the fact that he was jealous. Not a lot of very good things in his favor, to be quite honest. But anyhow, Cain is a good character. That is the point which I'm trying to make. At least he used to be very good. He used to be one of the best characters, full stop. Only thing is just 2 health, but otherwise he had better damage, better speed, I think I recall. He had the lucky foot, which was extremely good back in the day. It also gave pills the right effects, which apparently have been maybe compromised in this version. I'm not entirely sure. I would hope it wouldn't strive to that principle, but I can't really tell. Maybe it did make sense to balance things out, but it would be a slight shame, I'd have to say. So is there anything I need right now? I don't have any money, so no, not exactly. Let's move on. Basement 2. Seems as if things are looking pretty hot with this character. There's a very long pause for no apparent reason. I'm not exactly sure why I did that. Things are looking hot. Except this is the normal basement, not the burning one. So it's interesting that they decided to kind of revitalize some of the ideas a bit and use some others instead. Kind of the fact, as I mentioned, that there is no more cellar. There is just a basement that is literally on bloody fire, and so that's an interesting way to approach things in a new light, because the old light apparently got too dim. Let's have a look. And the guitar is just banging the hell out, as it tends to do now. That was bad damage, as we know it and not love it. I would be surprised. What was that projectile? That was a fart attack. All right, a gassy attack of sorts. Not something we necessarily strive to appreciate that much. So yeah, as I mentioned, so deals with the devil. I believe they're still tied to the amount of damage you've taken in a level. This is quite. I know I'm doing terribly right now, but this is quite difficult for the first couple of floors. Maybe I'm not quite used to the spacing. I think that's one of the factors that is affecting me right now. I have this thought in my mind of a static image of one room, one measly room as it used to be. This is different. This is not the same. Right, let's just use this. Let's get it over with. Didn't get lucky with a soul heart, that's fine. We got opportunities to do more soul-y things. So I'm wondering how many people have actually sold their souls to the devil. I mean, it seemed to be quite a common occurrences back in the day, right? Just as of now, maybe not so much. Well, quantity-wise, as a total sum, perhaps there are more people selling their souls to the devil today than there was ever, but that is mostly just because there are more people today now, some-wise, than there ever was. What is this? Oh my god, okay. That is beautiful. And it keeps going. Okay, almost. There is a limit. There is a limit, but that is beautiful. So, really. All right, excellent. Yes, very nice. What is this? Okay, that just solves the thing. Right, let's have a see here. The error room. Apparently, this is it now. That's different. That is different. Okay. There's a good amount of difference we've got here. The chariot. Judgment. I'm gonna... Alright, that's actually good. That's actually pretty decent. Just in this particular place. I will definitely take that. That's fascinating, actually. That's real fascinating. Sense oil, damage, and range up. Brilliance. I like such mechanics. This is, you know, once again, such a brilliant game for exploring all kinds of different mechanics and ways to utilize them. Little horn. Alright. We'll take your bastard out, man. Let's actually use this for once. Not just keep on forgetting it like I usually do. Okay, there is a bomb man. It lasted pretty long, actually. Longer than I would have expected. So you have to spam click it if you want anything done. So it's not always the best, because you really have to be aware of your spacing. I know I have a penchant for saying spatial awareness in this episode, but this is exactly what you need to have. And the original trajectory is not changed, even if you hold down a different key at the end of your round thingy. So they'll just scatter all around the... What? Oh, jeez, man. Okay. So this kind of, what was his name? The devil creature from the original? Anyway, I did it. No deal with devil, obviously. I am terrible at this game. Speed and shot speed up. Alright, it's pretty good. Two of hearts. item multiplier. I thought so as a concept of hearts being a material, being an item. Not entirely sure I follow your philosophical principles here, game. But this is not exactly what I was expecting. I think I'm just gonna... I don't know. What is this? Diplopia. Double item vision. Excuse me. Okay. And it's gone. Okay. That is good to know. Right. I learned something. Yeah. Good for me, right? It's always good you can say you learned something. From a time to another. Learn something. One day to the next. I'm just gonna use this probably. Yeah, it is the hearts as I was supposed to anticipate. Why would it be anything but the hearts? Why would it be? Flooded caves, this is new. Okay, so there is a kind of elemental focus. That is pretty cool. Kind of an elemental focus in the alternate ways that the dungeons could be laid out. So flooded caves, and what else we could have? Airy depths, like just the canyon with a bit of wind in it. Perhaps not that romantic, but it'll do the trick. Master of lockpicking. So there's a chance I don't consume a key when that's my gut feeling. I didn't even mention what the other thing was. It's just because I know it. I've been picking out a lot of items that I know, but I haven't remarked on. Matchstick is just increasing the likelihood to get bomb drops, I believe, or the likeliness that multiple bomb drops are gonna drop in a single batch, you could say. This is really cool, and the dribble effect around Kane's body is extremely well made. I like that. This game has wonderful aesthetics. That's what I'm trying to say here. You just know it's good when it has such a profound effect. It sticks to its style. Once again, I personally, as a lot of people do, prefer the original style, the aesthetics. But this one is definitely cool as well. And when you see effects like the dribbling and the maggots and the triangle, it's good. Alright, what is this? Mysterious liquid. Toxic. Okay, so you do the same as some of the annoying enemies that we can face. That is wonderful. So, is it just poisoning them or poisoning the floor that you also managed to hit? I'm not entirely sure what is what. But it seemed to be pretty efficient. Also, I forgot to mention an item in one of those rooms. It's very rare. Or perhaps just has not occurred before in other installments. Let's just go directly to the frail. I've murdered this bastard before. I know his case. Yeah, he's not good. He is gonna do that, and then he's gonna spray his brimstone all over. Yeah, exactly that is what it... Oh, I was so powerful the last time I tried. I just turned his second form in like one shot. That was brilliant. Speed and little baggy. That's because I've steroided myself. Oh, jeez. So I'm gonna leave around pills because I'm so drugged up. That's not good. Pheromones, that's pretty decent maybe. Oh! No! Dude! That's not fair, devil! That is actually quite fair, that's in your power, but still. Damn! No, it can be a telepills. That's a familiar. That is Guppy's head. We know the effects of these. Like, don't want to dedicate myself to this. Why didn't I use that anyway? Lock up, that's fine. I'm not gonna dedicate myself to it. I'm gonna go clean. I'm gonna just not succumb to the temptations of this creature, this goatee man. I also wondered slightly why the devil's always depicted as a goat-like creature and with hooves. There must be a well, obviously a lore-related reason, a history-related reason for that occurrence, but it's always struck me. If there is certain depiction of a goat-like deity, but Pan he's not exactly known for trickery. Perhaps he is. Maybe I'm underestimating his powers. But it is a relatively new identity. And also the whole point about the devil and his depictions is really interesting, because and hell in general, because it's seldomly mentioned in the Bible and in such media. It's just, it has been blown up to such drastically proportions, especially up in the Middle Ages, with the whole, well, the reason for the Reformation and all that. But it's just so interesting to see that hell as a concept had been introduced to a few times. It was heaven that was the focus, and then hell became the obvious, well, other ground, and that just stuck, and the Catholic Church got too much power, and you know the drill. How is this man not getting killed? Do you have to blow out? No, you don't. Do you have to? What is this man doing right now? Oh, he has to open up. Yes, it's one of those. I'm so sorry for wasting everyone's time. I didn't really recognize the sprite, the effect. That's some dastardly stuff right there, mate. We can move on. I'm not going to the item shop. That seems pretty futile, to be honest. Flooded Caves, the second part. Oh no, my dude. Some of those shots seem like they lap around, like they loop just a teensy tiny bit over the actual Isaac, so he has a chance to evade it, I suppose. So that is a challenge room. You need to be low health, perhaps just one heart, with a infinite amount of soul hearts, as far as I know. As in, they don't count. That's what I'm trying to say with my words that do not work. These are pills. Let's go. I was actually beginning to get a bit too speedy. Oh, they convert. Once again, the stat that you can never have enough of is practically damage. That is the fact that is undoubtedly good, as far as I know. But still, you can never have enough damage. And ooh, stuff happened. It's a rainbow doo-doo, and it did stuff, but I don't know what. Okay, cool. But yeah, as I mentioned, what did I mention? I'm a forgetful, amnesiatic person. Okay, the Holy Cross of Swords. Strata's Holy Mantle, Holy Shield. Also large quantities of holies in just a few sentences. But it was definitely deserved. Okay, so speedrun this. Yes, that is not how you speedrun things, my dude. But it worked anyway. It was very decent. Yeah, I was talking about stats, weren't I? So, thing is that, yes, speed, you can have a bit too much speed, because once you get too speedy, it's pretty hard to evade things, because you just dash around all over the place, and it's very hard to control yourself. With even tears rate, fire rate can become a bit too high. I wouldn't say much, but just a wee bit that actually can affect your gameplay. It can affect everything. It can become too much. Excuse me for one moment. I am back. Excuse me, I was just attending to some hospitable business, I suppose you could say. That word works on multiple levels in this instance, which is quite handy, to say the least. My voice and my demeanor might be a bit more mellow and subdued than it normally is, but yeah, it's always interesting when one of your... Oh, okay, he just got absolutely destroyed. Excuse me, one of my family members are, yeah, not doing so hot. But that is another case. Magic Scab, HP and lockup. I've never had this before. It looks quite uncomfortable. But then again, so does basically everything in this game that has a net positive effect. So there's not much to say in that regard. Yeah, just gonna take a moment to enjoy the music. Actually, I didn't remark that is brilliant. Once again, really brilliant effort from the people who made the music for this installation. Once again, Daniel Rogorovsky made some excellent thing as well. This is just different. It's just different. It's quite hard to tell which one is the better. That would be extremely difficult to say. Did I miss out on the deal with the devil? I didn't actually notice if I did. In which case, screw me. That stinks. That really does stink. But yeah, not that well. Or a deal with the angel. That was the thing I was meant to say, because now we've kind of abandoned all hope. All hope for ye who enters the arcade. Let's go there and see how we can spend our well-earned money on absolutely nothing. Let's have a gander here. Let's start on with this business. Child's Heart. I had this before. The description is terrible. The artwork, the everything is quite awful, but it must have a beneficial effect, as I mentioned. There's gotta be a graph out there for like amount of time spent in the uncanny valley for an item and its beneficiality in this game, because there is a linear proportionality between those two aspects. Anyway, let's see. Maybe I should... You know, I'm just gonna hang out on for it just a wee bit and go here. Let's bloody go. Yes. All right. Was it? Was not necessarily. So, what's the deal with this man? You need to kill his minions first, and then you can face the Despicable Me. Okay, that's not. So, I actually watched the first one of those movies back in the day, and it wasn't that bad. I didn't really think anything of it. Like, obviously, they were a case of comedic relief. It was done in a very, you know, primitive manner. Just quite like gaggy humor. But I didn't really think of it as that terrible. Yeah, I don't know. It might just have been the overexposure and the susceptibility to housewives utilizing it as Facebook memes that ultimately meant its downfall. Yet it wasn't that terrible. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I haven't really seen the others, so I can't exactly comment on that. Let's see what... okay. Oh, the Guard of Holiness. Does it protect you from spikes, from such damage, or is it just a one-time thing in a room? Because it absolutely saved my skin right there, mate. What is this? More options. Oh, gee, thanks, man. More bloody options. What is this? Why is this game treating me in this manner? Alright, anyway, let's just move on. I know I could min-max the shit out of this room, but it is not my feeling as of now. Still, this effect is quite interesting. I mostly say I enjoy it, especially with the poison touch-esque thing. It's quite good as well. Ah, these guys, they have returned. Except now they're floaty. They're not nighty as they used to be. Don't know which installation is better. Just a measly heart, you say. Oh boy, good thing I faced these guys at a time where my speed was absolutely atrocious. It's not a fun ride. I can tell you that much. So are these the guys that do the defecation attack? I don't exactly know. Speaking of the way of gore, this game certainly ups the game a bit from the previous installment, which is also like a bit prevalent in the way the art style is acted out and everything. But yeah, it's quite interesting to note. Right, I'm just gonna face him, and the gate, you say? I will just. What is this item? Holy smokes! Is it based on your own damage? He got smoked. That's brilliant. I'm totally gonna take this. Yes. Thank you, Lord. My sweet, sweet man. Yes. Kiss on the cheek. That's good. It's good stuff. This item, I don't remember. Is it redeemable here? Shot speed and damage up. And damage up. Alright, that's all I need. Maybe I shouldn't have picked that up, but I did. So, does this actually affect the entire room? It certainly does. And it kind of homes in on the enemies. I never really noticed that. Maybe it's the effect in this game. But yeah, that is very handy compared to how it was in the other game. It is just a one-time thing for each room. That is so good. So that's what more options meant, huh? Oh, jeez. What invited you to this thing, right? Justice. Once again, just could have spared it, but it's fine. Yes, 2 clubs right now. I've got loads of bombs. Both? God's flesh. I don't exactly remember what that did. It maybe shrinks the opponent, but you can only pick one of them. Alright. Fair enough. Like, I can appreciate the effort. You basically just duped me right there, game. You just duped me. But I can appreciate the effort that I have more options. That is always a good thing to do. To be in the big brother society where it seems like you have more options. And you do. But, you know, everything is still taken away from you in the end. So, did you really win anything? That's the ultimate question. Is this even worth it? I feel like you can get a soul heart very rarely out of these. Oh, I'm just wasting bombs right now. Okay, wow, gee whiz. Wasn't that worth it? It's actually quite cool how the skulls can evolve into skulls. I mean sentient, fleshy skulls, so to speak. The chariot, I'm gonna save that for... Okay, no, those are not friendly. You can get friendly spiders. Those were not one of them. Oh, that is a stinky enemy right there. Alright, I don't appreciate that. All of these utility items, which are not really items but just one use thing. Never ending stores. Oh, so you can... I mean, it's kind of handy that they've focused more on making the items, the shops themselves useful. Yeah, different. 2 of hearts. Don't need that right now. So, oh yeah, that's what it does. It's exactly what it bleeding does. Keep that in mind. And move on. I mean, I could... I got the bombs for it. It would be kind of perhaps slightly hypocritical and stupid not to do it, but I don't know, man. It's just... it's quite a lot to give up just to use a key. So you have the satisfaction of using something that is still your possession. It's not something I desire. It's not something I appreciate. Oh, wow. What an excellent choice of position for that item. Okay. Which is better? Honestly, I'm really feeling Crack the Sky in this one. Really. It's brilliant. Okay, that was an abomination. Oh, look at that. Now, on Oak. Oh, it lasts for such a short while. That's quite sad. Oh, but I digress. And okay, fine. Gonna do this. There you go. There you see. It's got it all under control. Look at these men. Must be having a jolly good old time playing bridge or something. Mental bridge. Mental bridge. Sounds like a cool psytrance band. Alright, let's... oh! All in a day's work, boys. All in a day's work. That was not worth it for a key, but anyhow. Let's move on, shall we? And hope we can get something good this time around. So yeah, I defeated Mom. That means something more lies ahead. Something, well, even more visceral. Gutsy. We need to have guts to defeat what lies ahead. I don't really know if that's a spoiler. It's just, I mean, it's just a statement. And a very terrible pun if you're into that sort of thing. Which, generally, let's say I guess I'm the kind of person who feel like the pun game is very weak and who doesn't appreciate them very much. But when he actually sits down and records video games, that's all he's gonna provide. Oh, okay. Yes. Excellent. Brilliant, my child. A lot of things in this game is just here to dupe you. And you know, it does that pretty well. I'm not gonna deny that. It's just a statement. It's just a matter of fact, you know? So does that only deal damage, or is it... no, I mean, is it only a knockback effect, or does it also... I feel like the Holy God just saved me in multiple occasions right there. Right then and there. It's a terribly awkward room. Right. Well, there are loads of hearts at my disposal. Ooh. These are the people who... oh, that's what they do. Yes, that is true. Let's not deal with that. May your rage bring power, so that gives some certain effect. Can't even remember what it is. I think it's something of the night, and it enhances my my pigment in the skin and damage and speed, as far as I'm concerned. And also make me very tall, which I don't know if affects the hitbox or not, but is a cool addition nonetheless. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Either that's a new effect, or this is one of the, well, consequences of being so doped up as my character is at the moment. I guess this game just oozes with moral points and and things to keep in mind when you live your life in the broad sense of the word. Yeah. I don't really know why. I think if Lance Armstrong played this game before he did his whole taps, maybe he could have had a better run. Is he the dude who I don't even know, man. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go into that. All right, let's just delve further into this place. So I think I'm gonna clear out the rest of the room, because usually after clear Mom, you're not allowed to go back. I don't think that has changed. I think that is quite deliberate. These guys are indestructible, so we need to mutilate this man and the flies as well. Oh, a neutral. That was almost bad. That was almost bad if you had been just stuck in the not so proper place. Okay, so it seems to be slight homing, but it doesn't do them as much as it used to be. It used to be a large amount of pellet fire, but just random spots. But this is much more centralized, but 3 beams, I believe. Which, okay, that's balanced. I'll give them that. So is it worth it to use? Probably not. Okay, there it is. What just happened? What is this man doing? Why is he shining above the spider web? I don't even know. Is it a synergy? Nobody knows. Keep your friends close. Oh, I get it. Smart game, smart game. No. I will refuse. It looks like an expert belt or something from the Pokemon series. A focus sash, that's the one. Green focus sash. I have a feeling it's not. So both of these items are something you should not store in your kitchen. Especially with the fly above, but I think I'm gonna go with this. Might also oh jeez. Well, ain't that's cool. Just I have a feeling when you get achievements in this game, you get 7 at a time, and then you get none for like 50 minutes. It's just the way of the deal. I think I picked this up earlier. I have no inclination as to what it did. Let's see if we can get some more mons. We can't. Spoiler, we can't. That's a short-lived deal, to say the least. What's up here? The arcade. Alright. What is this? Dude, what just happened? Did I gain health? Did I gain time? Did I gain... okay. I'm just gonna feed this man a bunch of keys now, alright. Excuse me. This is a... What am I doing? Just don't. I just blow up. Just get out of my way. Get out of my face. I will have no more of this. And use this man. Oh, narrator, you do not disappoint. That was some spicy stuff right there. I think I'm gonna take the... it could be useful in the next couple of floors. Spoilers, I know what's coming up. I think I do. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. It'll make things a lot easier if the next couple of floors are as non-dense as they tend to be. Or well, dense, but not very dense in actual items. Curse of the Tower. Oh, I've had this before. It's something where bombs just appear out of nowhere to ruin your entire day. Yeah. Of bloody course it is. What should I expect? What should I expect from this world, from this game? Nothing but eternal but fuckery of the highest degree. Anyhow, let's proceed to kill my mother. That seems like a good course of action. Music being dope as always. Oh, and not one-shotting her as previously. That's kind of a disappointment, gotta admit. But then again, that was extremely that was something else, wasn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna store them. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe I should not proceed to do that. But it is, yeah, this terrific is generally very handy. Good stuff all around. The mom is dead. The mom is dead. That is good pronunciation right there. And yeah, as I envisioned, no way to go but down the rabbit hole, or yeah, what that thing. Oh my god, I had not seen that. That is something else. Utero 1. Look at that filter. This is some Doom quality stuff right here. Oh my dear. That music. This is slightly giving me the chills. The chills. This is giving me the chills, man. This is quite intense actually. I gotta admit. Yeah. Okay, so he keeps shooting because, yeah, so do I. That holy shield has saved me so many times. Because it is true, you generally tend to only get hit a couple of times if you're good. If you're good in each room. Okay, come show your business, handy boy. Come on now, yes. The soundtrack here is like slightly reminds me of Silent Hill. Like the original game was really, I'd say, so for the Silent Hill games I played. I'll range down. It's not very good. I played the first all the way through. I also played some of the fourth, but I know what happens in it, and I've seen the third all the way through. The only thing I haven't seen is the second. I'd like to experience that myself because that seems to be a very special experience. Haven't even had that many spoilers for it, which is quite okay. Brilliant. I think it took damage, but once again, the entire heart business is not shown. Is it shown here? It is not shown here either. Right. But yeah, the first game was definitely it's brilliant. It's really good. It has its own set pieces and really showed the vision and the ideas for the series to come. But one thing that always struck me was oh my dear, was some of the choices for the actual soundtrack and for the way to proceed, because as I mentioned, it set the foundation and the feel for it, but there were some tracks in it and some ambient set pieces that were deliberately terrible to listen to and just uncomfortable. You take damage from this chest. You do, don't you? Yeah, you do. Like, there's no way to avoid it. And it was just, I don't know, I get the feeling that it would want to set this mood and to give you the impression that, oh, you have to solve this quiz or this puzzle very quickly, so to avoid listening to this infernal piece any longer. It was just, you know, it wasn't comfortable, mate. I mean, I understand the sentiment, but it wasn't good. It wasn't nice. But yeah, that's just, you know, art over conformality or comfortableness, I would say. Like having a meticulous, deliberate experience instead of feeling good. It's my very crude way of explaining things. Yeah. Anyway, we are tearing through these monsters, but this is a normal challenge room, I think it was. And already we're experiencing perhaps 3 boss battles? Yes, 3 whole boss battles. Okay, well. Oh dear God. Excellent, man. I found pills. Not necessary. Let's just get some of these open, shall we? Penny tears.
Here we go.
What is this? Oh my lord! Okay. I'm feeling this again. And oh, did you just see those mad skills, man? Oh, let's go. Let's go. That is so good. Yes, thank you. Brilliant. Alright, let's get to cracking these things up. This is... I think this is the feeling you'll get as a child when you first see something in like HD graphics. When you first play Super Mario 64 and you're like, this is 3D now? What? What's the world come to? And it came to that, apparently. And I'm not saying anything. Super Mario 64 still looks good. I mean, obviously, the polygonated graphics and all have been outdated, but it still has such a large amount of charm to it. This is really cool in that sense of the word. So the poop just generated itself after I pressed the button. I like to think that was deliberate. And perhaps not a result of my high luck. Just a hunch in that regard. Alright. Okay. I'm always terrible at... Oh, that is the luck of the tower screwing things up. Alright, let's... So he does, after a while... Seems like there is a special place where, yeah, you can... How am I so awful at this? You know what, let's just get it over with. I don't know why I think that. I have literally the ultimate amount of bombs you can have in this game. Do not, you know, just daddle around with it. Use it, for God's sake. And this place is eternal, as always. I visited that place. I should really use the feather a bit more. It seems to prove itself very handy. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just backtracking. I'm so confused with actually thinking about things to say, which is never a good thing to say about when you're talking. Well, except it mostly is, but yeah, you tend to lose track of the important things at hand. I always thought this game is very brilliant for just emptying your mind, and when you get good at it, when you actually understand the mechanics and all the different things at hand. Oh, I'm facing off against death. Alright. Brilliant, man. When you actually get good at it, you can just be your, you know, shut off game. And just talk about different random shit. That has not been the level that I've attained quite yet, but I'm striving to get there. But yes, first I would also like to respect and learn the entire principles of this game first, because that doesn't seem to be that easy when it comes to it. Death, not much has changed really. I just realized now that this is a result of the Homages of Death coming up. In the Book of Revelations, that's the first guy we actually killed. Cool. Cube meat, always handy, really. Not much to say there. Okay. You've allowed me to skip, huh? Interesting. Oh, jeez. Scarred Womb, number 2, excuse me. This is just getting... This reminds me of a very particular game. It was like It was pretty old, and it was about this woman waking up in a different world that was just filled with gory, vicious things, and she had to solve different puzzles. And there was this hallway that kept on looping when you actually progressed. And oh, that's well, let's just bloody skip to Shoal then, shan't we? Are you serious? Okay. I didn't even, you know, do the thing I was supposed to. But the game allows that anyway, and that's why I bloody love this bloody game. Alright, some bad stuff right here. The Holy God has been my saving grace for the entirety of this run. Yeah, the game I was referring to, there was this looping hallway, and every time you went through it, different stuff happened. There was this eye in the wall that more and more so seems to open its lid, and other different vicious and vile things tend to happen. What is with these things? Alright, that was actually pretty cute when it got destroyed down. Revel in the power of darkness. Let's actually use these words. Oh yes. Oh, the invisible guys are not good. Okay. I don't exactly understand how that happened, but it was not very favorable. Oh dear God. I think these were encountered in a much earlier stage, but yeah. Maybe not. We've got a heap of HP for them to sustain that much damage. Alright. We're feeling like, you know, it's very easy in this game to feel like you've cheated the system, and you've really come up front and defeated its shenanigans. But in reality, it's just as likely to happen to you as it is as the game. So I'm just gonna take this as a blessing, a real blessing, because it kind of ruins the whole momentum, storytelling, and of progression in this game. Not actually fighting the boss I was bloody supposed to, but you know, don't look a gift shoal towards the mouth. A gift goat, I suppose, is the proper term to use here. Okay, and take every single key for some strange reason. I'm just gonna stick with this man. Keep your friends close. It might be something that damages enemies if they come too close. I don't know. We'll have a gan on that post-production. That is to say, when I pick up 3 often, because the whole ordeal of this Let's Play still holds stake. These people are not going down without a huge fight. I don't exactly know. I think the penny thing is supposed to be based on how much money I have. Like, there was an item in the base game that used to do that. Money equals power, that's the one. That was quite neat. It was really handy. I'm just gonna lay down some bombs. No. That was wishful thinking right there, but yeah. As sustaining a large amount of damage before going down. That is the name of the game, I would say, because it's a decent run. I feel like I've gotten some great items, and just piling on good, generally good items is a good way to go to progress in this game. Oh my dear lord. Alright. This is like the whiz ropes from the original Zelda. Once again, a huge callback. That did not help. The shrinking did absolutely nothing to help right there. Alright. Okay, yeah, once again. When I think it's a penny or something appearing, it is anything but that. I'm gonna use this man to clear away the darkness is inscrutable. Alright. I feel like they've gotten slightly stronger since the last time I've fought against them. But oh, curse of the tower, you silly man, you. Once again, foiling my plans. This place is pretty huge as well. And it's just letting with the game, late game stages. That is a lot of game in one sentence. Now all we need is some hunting game. It's actually quite interesting. I think the reason why, I don't know which definition came first. The fact that you go out and you hunt for game, for prey, for fleshy meat from animals, or was it the game in the sense that we used it today? It makes kind of good sense that hunting for sport has always been, you know, beneficial and necessary and a good thing. So it might have been that explanation that came first, and then this kind of gaming ensued. Not that people had buying Fanatic before they even invented the wheel. It could have been quite impressive, to say the least, and a good explanation for Elon Musk, but still. I can definitely feel my damage not being as far up as I would have liked it to be. I think the man himself is gonna be quite the challenge. Yeah, I keep on forgetting I do not have the Polaroid yet. That is gonna be a huge boon once you actually get it, and you have the opportunity to. Oh dear. To do great things in life. Yeah. Sargander at the man himself. Okay, that's actually quite familiar. He said something in a reverse, "You must kill me, John Romero, to win the game," in a sort of way. But yeah, that's very reminiscent of the original game, and you have to fight the Fallen first, as well. And he even splits up and everything. Life is familiar. Life is, as we know it again. Oh, the tower is not doing me a favor right now. The man himself. Okay, alright. So the base attack methods are kind of similar to what they used to be. He's gotta have different forms. Yes, he does. He absolutely bloody does. The Madman. Okay, so twos, as we know it, and these key things keep spawning. Things are looking pretty familiar. Gotta admit. Oh, the curse of the tower is not helping very much now, is it? Okay. Oh, I can just, if I learn to properly time my attacking patterns. The man did it. A Judas and a bag of bombs have been unlocked. And Isaac realizes things about himself that no child at the age of 8 should ever bloody realize, and proceeds to climb down the chest to live there, presumably for the rest of his time. You know, judging by the amount of residue that could be in a chest, in a really damp and moist chest, perhaps you could win, you could live off of that. And converting the tree stumps, the tree splinters into... Yeah, maybe not. Okay. I'm gonna mark that also off as a no on the bucket list. So, it was another victory. That was quite unexpected, especially skipping the bloody actual the thing I was supposed to fight. That was pretty good. Apologize also for the some change in dynamics as opposed to the voice at the beginning and after the change and the demeanor and everything. But yes, things went very well. Very well. Didn't play as well as I could, but that is the name of the game. Next time, I think we're actually gonna, just stick with this and actually beat the bloody thing I was supposed to before doing any challenge runs and all that. So, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.